Um, he I wanted to beat the shit out of the dude, and my mother told me just get up and leave, get up and leave. So I got suspended. I got in school. I got a at-home suspension for 3 days. It really wasn't a punishment. Looking back on it, I had to stay home for 3 days from school. Wow. But I was just pissed off at the fact that he fucking got loud at my mother. And, so I was home in school suspension. Actually, I went to school all 3 days. It was crazy. I got to actually go to lunch. Since I didn't have a lunch period the other 3 days, I got to go to lunch. And one day I went to school, and my teacher had a geo tracker with a soft top, and I carved in there "F you" on top of his fucking soft top, and he knew it was me. He couldn't prove it was me. I was home, you know. I was watching the box, doing homework, and could never bust me for that, but he hated me for that. That's a big reason I think why they graduated me and got me the fuck out of there, because they knew if they kept me around it would have been bad. So they got me the fuck out of Dodge, which was fucked up because they made people come back that had 114 credits, but yet they passed me with 113.5. And my graduation day was the only time I found out that I was actually graduating. I went to graduation thinking I was coming back, and I got the diploma. I was more shocked than anybody. And people were pissed because they had to actually go back and they had more credits than I did. And graduation day, we left. We walked out there. I was so happy. We went right to the park to meet Duns, Justin, and Vaughn. We burned on our fucking. We rolled up on our diplomas and burned right in the park. It was fun, good times. But leaving the place, I walked right past my family. It was fucked up looking at it, and like ran to the park. My junior year, after I broke up with the girl Jen and found out she was a big slut, fucking, I got mono, so I had to sit home for 2 months, and it was crazy. Like I came back after those 2 months of mono, and I had long hair and a beard, and I came in rocking like fucking flannels under my shorts, with my docs on, and I was like, "What the fuck happened to G?" I was pissed. I came back with a fury. I was like, "Give me the pussy, give me it all. Let's go nuts." In high school, I was a big thief, big thief. I supported myself stealing everything and anything under the fucking sun, and would sell it. And weightlifting, body supply shit for people, for the jocks, fucking CDs for the music heads. I'd sell them for $5. I would go to stores and seriously steal like 40 CDs at a time. Walk out of there with the cases on the whole nine, and figured out the technique and the trick to pop every fucking case and take off every single alarm. That's no joke. We used to make it a game. It was crazy. But we used to make money back in the day doing that shit. Boosting. It was fun. Used to have my buddy on scene before we could drive. He'd take us to the mall. And he'd always charge us a tape or two collateral for taking us to the mall. He'd be like, "You gotta get me like the Ice-T or NWA or the Ghetto Boys," and then we go and we always fuck around and get him like something stupid like Paul Abdul, and be like, "No, we got you this, man." He'd get all pissed. But high school, there's so many fucking stories. I could just keep going and going and going and going with this, but I'm gonna have to do more chapters. I'm gonna have to. But high school. Our senior year, we went crazy, and we started setting off the fire alarm. Once we figured out how to do the fire alarm, you would just take the lighter and put it to the little ball where the alarm was, and it would go off. You didn't have to pull the red lever down and get your hands filled with ink, so you just put your lighter to it. In our senior year, we set it off so many friggin' times that they finally, like, they wouldn't even, they put us right into the fucking stadium, the football stadium. One time we had a protest. We were like, "Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. We wouldn't go back to class." And they were pretty much saying that it was us, and like 30 of us sat there, and we had a big rally. Like, "Hell no, we won't go." It was fun as hell. It was great times. We stayed there for like 40 minutes. Senior year, we had to, we had drug raids in our school. We had like the local drugs DA, whatever it was. They came in, Carteret cops and Brunswick cops and county cops, and they came rushing in with dogs. We're sitting in class, and they came rushing in with dogs, and we're like, oh shit! And a couple of friends in our class were like, their dads were cops. They're like, that's my dad. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? What the hell's going on here? Early that morning, I smoked walking to class. I didn't have any. I did have a little bit on me, and they kept us in class, and they played this video. And it was the most fucked up video ever. And they wouldn't let us know what was going on. Just like, remain in class, this and that, blah blah blah. And they played this video of this guy who was just about to get hung, and before he was about to get hung, and he breaks out of the noose and he's running. It's all black and white silent film, and he's running. They're shooting at him, shooting cannons, shooting guns. He's running through the water. He's getting away, and he's running to the woman he loves. And just when he sees the woman he loves, he goes to hug her. The neck drops and he breaks. It was all a dream in his head before he died. And our teacher at the time, Mr. P, he was the best too. He was great. He was amazing. That guy. He laughed so hard, and he was crying like this crazy madness going on. People are flipping out, this drug raid, and he's crying, laughing at this video they're playing. He's like, look at this, look at this video. This is classic. We actually took a class trip to the library a couple of times to watch that video, or a couple more times after that, because we loved it. It was so funny, and it was just funny watching him cry, laughing every time we see it. And to this day, I don't know the name of it, but I would love to have that movie. But the drug raids are crazy, and of course I got pulled down. They call my name, Gattuso, come out of the thing. The cop escorts me to my locker. I get to my locker, there's a little tag on my locker. And he's like, open your locker, please. Open my locker. The dog sniffed my locker. I don't look okay. Nothing on me. He sniffs my jacket. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe I didn't wash my jacket, you know. I don't know what to tell you. So, brings me down to the fucking, by the principal's office, and there's a whole bunch of my buddies there, and the Shaver's there. I'm like, oh shit, Shaver. And Flores is there, so, we're sitting there and we watched them. They took this little Indian kid and stripped him down to his drawers because the dogs were barking at him so bad. And I felt bad for that kid. But we're sitting there, and me and Shaver were bullshitting. The cop brings us in individually to interview us, the county cops, and inside the high school. And Mr. Gattuso, open your book bag. Open my book bag. There's literally 19 copies of Method Man to Cal in there, and like 2 Dinosaur Jr. albums and a couple albums I had for myself, and there's like 20-some CDs in my bag, still with tags and everything on them, price tags and whatnot. And the cop's like, Mr. Gattuso, why do you have so many copies? I'm like, oh, I picked them up from my friend. Like, he was like, do you have that much money on them? I'm like, hey, man, I don't know what to tell you. I learned that day, shut up and be silent. And they couldn't bust me for nothing. As soon as that shit was over, I sold those Method Man CDs. They didn't find anything on us that day. And it was great. It was good times. High school. Fucking high school. Freshman year, we used to go across the street. There was a sub place, Bruno's. They made the best subs in the world. We used to go there, get some fucking baseball cards at the baseball card shop. I used to get my Bloody Visions, Mass Murderer cards. We didn't smoke. Sometimes we didn't smoke, doing really much. We drank a little bit. Sometimes we'd friggin' steal some beers from the State Street Liquors across the street from the high school, next to the pizza place Cosmos we used to go to, which is now a Rite Aid. We'd steal some beers and go back to school. Grew up right down the block from, we used to have a pool hall in Carteret. They had arcade games. We went there a lot as kids in high school. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. Not so much even really playing pool. We had some fights down there like you wouldn't believe, and we'd get fucked up as hell behind that building. One year for New Year's, a bunch of us tripping. This group called the Warriors showed up. No, seriously, they were called the Warriors, like, not even joking. This crew from Carteret. And our crew at the time, I don't even want to put titles or anything on anybody, but we, the kid showed up, and for no reason, one of us just walked up and pow, punched the kid in his face. I'm not saying who, what, when, one of us punched the kid in the face. The kid goes down. couple people start smacking him, punching him around. One kid puts a cigarette out on the kid's head. His friends try running in and help him. Next thing you know, there's a pool stick hit somebody. Crazy madness.